Match week 19 takes us to the banks of the Tennessee River and Chattanooga, Tennessee for the third meeting of the season between Southeast Division rivals Chattanooga FC and Inter Miami 2. Welcome inside Finley Stadium alongside our Season Pass team. I'm Jake Griffith. A pleasure to have you alongside us. Chattanooga FC, the boys in blue, seeking their first win since late May. The goal today, starting aggressive and fast, and they'll do so against an Inter Miami team who has struggled defensively, allowing the second most goals in MLS NEXT Pro. 3 goals allowed the last time the Herons were here inside the confines of Finley Stadium. Their road form has improved, though, points in 3 of their last 4 away fixtures. The starting 11 for Chattanooga FC and head coach Chris Nugent going with a 4-3-3. 2 changes across this 11. No Tate Robertson in the 18, so Daniel Mangarov will slide down to the right side of that midfield. That makes space for Marcus Naglustad, the forward, to start at that center forward position. It's his 5th start of 2025 for Naglustad, the Norway native. For Inter Miami 2 and head coach Christian Ledesma, they counter with a 5-3-2. 2 changes across this 11. No Santiago Morales. He's away on first team duty with Inter Miami, so that makes space for the highly touted 17-year-old Alex Shaw, 88 there on the right side of your screen, fresh off an MLS Next Cup championship with the U17s. Thursday, the Philadelphia Union and MLS Commissioner Don Garber opened the WSFS Bank Sportsplex, a state-of-the-art $100 million sports and recreation complex next to Subaru Park. 2 buildings span 170,000 square feet next to 7 outdoor multi-sport fields. These facilities will bring the Union, Union 2, and the Union Academy all together under one roof. Well, look at the new beautiful complex there for Philadelphia Union 2. Chattanooga FC, they're very familiar with Subaru Park, fresh off the heels of a 3-3 draw against the aforementioned Philadelphia Union 2. Our center referee, Armand Bicon, he sounds the whistle, and we are underway for this third matchup of 2025 between Inter Miami and Chattanooga FC. Finley Stadium, our site. The second consecutive meeting between these teams at Finley Stadium this season as that steered out of play. Chattanooga in the light blue, Inter Miami in the all black. It's an early throw in for Chris Nugent's bunch. Looking for this long throw in toward the 18, ricocheting around, loose in front still. Inter Miami just desperately trying to clear it away, and they do, thanks to the efforts of Daniel Pinter. Those long throw-ins, starting to see more of those across all levels of MLS. Saw it last night in the Minnesota United 2, Portland Timbers 2 match. The Loons' second team and head coach Jeremy Hall scoring off that long throw-in. It's a tactic that is being adopted by more teams as they become more aggressive on their set pieces. Minnesota United first team and head coach Eric Ramsey, a team that comes to mind. Chattanooga also like to be aggressive on their set pieces, but here they are in the run of play as Naglustad taken down, edge of the area, and Armand Bicon sounds the whistle. A free kick early for Chattanooga. Chris Nugent had challenged his team to find ways to start aggressive and fast. Felt like the last time Inter Miami and Chattanooga faced each other back in June. They started out a bit flat, rebounded in the second half. Now an early opportunity for Naglustad and Daniel Mangarov over it. It's Mangarov, blocked by the wall. Falls back to Callum Watson. Second ball served out wide. Kohler swings it inside, and it's cleared over the bar and out. Early questions being asked of this Inter Miami team by Chattanooga FC. A strong start out of the gates, generating an early free kick and now putting Some pressure on Matthias Marine, who gets his 10th start and goal of 2025 for the Young Herons. Gavin Turner, loanee from the DC United organization, nudges it forward. Now slipped up ahead. Here's Colin Thomas, plays this central, turning is Naglustad. Couldn't get a good enough shot off, and Marine will sprawl on top of it. Five total saves this season against Chattanooga FC for the 17-year-old Matthias Marine, stopping just about 55% of the shots he faces in 2025. Back on it again is Callum Watson. Worked ahead, here's Turner. Mangarov, shifting, still Mangarov, tries that inside channel. A short clearance away, but helped back along to Turner. Turner squares, intercepted by Inter Miami. Flores able to turn this upfield. Here's Daniel Pinter now. Pinter guided out wide, steered over the hands of Eldin Jakupovic by Mateo Saha and out. Jakupovic making his 18th start of the season. Not long after this match ends, he will head to the MLS All-Star festivities to take part in the MLS NEXT Pro Goalie Wars. Jakupovic will guide this forward. That ball out of the reach of Ricardo Montenegro, scooped up by Colin Thomas. Counter-pressing is Inter Miami, but Chattanooga will settle things down. The aforementioned match between Chattanooga FC and Philadelphia Union 2. Chattanooga going up 3-1 thanks to back-to-back goals in the second half, but unable to hold on, conceding in the 84th and 86th minute. Chris Nugent said this week, it is frustrating that when you're up 3-1, you're not able to hold on to that in regulation or get the extra point, ultimately losing in that shootout to Philadelphia Union 2. There's Alex Shaw pulling that ball in. This from distance, off the woodwork and out. Up to 4 shots now is Chattanooga FC. A screamer going off the bar and denying them an early opener. That's just uncorked from Naglustad. Needed just a little bit of daylight. And now Chattanooga will try their hand at another long throw in. Up ahead, in toward that box, pinballing around. Now knotted out wide by Turner. Callum Watson will watch that roll out as Cesar Abadi-Areda will have the throw for Inter Miami 2. Coming off the 4-3 loss against Crown Legacy. They outpossessed Crown Legacy in that match, but allowed 3 first-half goals to Inter Miami for the second time in 2025. There's Kohler, works it up ahead. Naglustad holds play up. Now here's Jalen James, shifting, inside shoulder. Laid off, it's Mangarov, blocked. Ethan Dudley tries to head it back along, but here is Inter Miami. They'll swing this back to Marine and try to settle things down. Chris Nugent had wanted a fast start for Chattanooga FC, still looking for their first goal, but already 5 shots. And they've had that aggressive start he's been looking for as well. Utilizing a lot of this pressing and repressing. Coming into this matchup, Chris Nugent had said that one of the keys to victory this evening for Chattanooga would be their ability to press, finding ways to deny time and space, but also this, options over the top as that steered out. Garvanyan, his cross took a deflection, and it's an early corner won by Chattanooga FC. 3 corner goals for CFC this season as Marcus Naglustad will have it from this near flag. Now Armand Bacon will sound the whistle before Naglustad can steer it back into play. So pushing and shoving there in front of Matias Marine. Naglustad drives it inside, slipping through. Now Montenegro will pounce on it. Montenegro steers this forward. It's Pinter. Miami coming out in that back 5 formation, but when on the attack, looking more like a back 3, they really want to try to shift those outside backs high up the pitch for reasons like this, looping balls over the top and trying to generate offense going forward. One time, long pass ahead, seeking Cesar Abadi-Areda, former US U17 national team camp call-up. Here's Pinter. His pass takes a deflection. Well, Sarsar settles it, looks to clear it away, and we have a whistle as a Chattanooga FC man goes down. CFC will have a free kick to get play back going as Farid Sarsar will restart things. Sarsar, a player that Chris Nugent highlighted earlier this week and making his 18th start of 2025. This looped ahead, trying to find Milo Garvanyan, battling with Vorenkamp. He squares, cleared away. Out for a Chattanooga FC throw-in. Milo Garvanyan, they are really seeking him, racing up this near flank as he leaks in behind. That time well defended by Theo Vorenkamp and cleared away. Callum Watson will have another throw, looking for that long throw in. Watson chucks this one ahead, nodded over the bar. Cleared out by Inter Miami. Sumaya was really flanking Nathan Kohler there on that aerial duel, and Sumaya able to head it out. That gives Chattanooga FC their 2nd corner of the evening. Naglustad drives this, back post, parried away by Marine and out. Consecutive corners coming. That's a looping pass back to that back post. Nathan Kohler was there. And Matias Marine, the young 17-year-old, able to just get a paw up to it. This time Mangarov will have it. 8 goal contributions for the rookie out of Virginia this season. Mangarov in, swinging ball. Kohler first to it and heads it over the crossbar and out. Chattanooga FC up to 6 shots now, but just one of those has gone on target. Still coming out in that fast and flying start that Chris Nugent had asked for of them. Week to week, when you talk to Chris Nugent, the one thing he says, it's really not about what the other team does. We try to focus on our own principles, but now on the counter is Inter Miami. Rolled in behind, last-ditch effort on the clearance away by Kohler, and it concedes a corner. The Herons have a lot of speed on this youthful roster. That time looking for Daniel Pinter in behind as they got onto a quick counter and turned the field on its end. Alex Shaw will have this corner. Shaw Swings this in, cleared away by Sarsar. Second ball, booted toward goal, won't make its way through. Still loose in front. On it is Inter Miami. The body of Reda able to peel that back, and they'll reset to Vorenkamp. Sumaya, Inter Miami Academy product. He'll get it back. No options going forward right now for Alejandro Flores and company. Pinter. Flanked by a number of Chattanooga FC shirts. And now Flores will cough it up. Countering is Chattanooga FC. Sprinting down this far side, it's Jalen James out wide. James will turn this back. Colin Thomas from distance, skipping through, wide of the near post and out. Twice now Chattanooga FC have tried their hand from distance. First it was Naglustad going off the crossbar and out. That time Colin Thomas able to find an angle through. The body of Reda over the top, looking ahead in the middle, trying to find Mateo Saha. A handball whistled for, and a free kick quickly taken by Chattanooga FC. Kohler switches it out wide. Glancing header along by Garvanyan. No one underneath it though. That is an area that Chris Nugent and Chattanooga FC have tried to focus on over the last few weeks. They are a direct style of team, but Nugent has wanted to see them incorporate more of those square balls, those switching passes into their arsenal. It's been a focus since that midway point of the season. Nugent admitted that teams in MLS Next Pro are very aggressive. They can get high up on you, so the switching passes will soften things up, pull players out of position, and create numerical advantages. That thumped clear by Chattanooga FC, rather Inter Miami. Vibrant Meals provides fresh, good-for-you meals that are healthy, affordable, and accessible. Order meals directly to your door at myvibrantmeals.com or visit their local retail locations. Dudley gives it back to Nathan Kohler under some duress. Now Jakupovic has it at his feet. Tied for the league lead and clean sheets. Second in the league in saves behind Pedro Cruz. Long pass over the top. Garvanyan gets it back. Naglustad lofts it in behind. It's James. Lifted toward goal, just out of the reach of Marine, but catching the top netting and out. Chattanooga FC continuing to use these flanks and find spacing in behind. That time it was Jalen James on the right. Couldn't put that ball back into play. And now Inter Miami and Tyler Hall looking for the clearance. Instead blocked away, and Marine will have another goal kick. Body Areda goes forward with it. This laid off to Shaw. Vorenkamp opts to give it back up to Tyler Hall. Former call up to the U.S. U17 national team camp in 2023 as Tyler Hall, the Florida native. But a consistent face on this back line for Santiago Ledesma. There's Flores. Now Hall. Farania under pressure. Has to turn this back to Sumaya. Muscle down as a body Areda. There's a whistle from Armand Bican and a free kick for Inter Miami. Herons so far offensively have been held in check. 45% possession, and most of it's been in this end of things. And the organization of Chattanooga defensively, an area of emphasis coming into this match, has really slowed Inter Miami down. They just have not been able to get those outside backs high up the pitch enough past this Chattanooga FC defense. Clear back away by CFC. Mangarov tried to settle it, instead intercepted. And here comes Inter Miami. Vorenkamp. Vorenkamp gives it up. Here's Montenegro. Farania over on that far touchline. Flores to Abadi Areda. Back again, Inter Miami goes to Matias Marine. Sumaya has Vorenkamp over the top. Vorenkamp nudges it forward. Gets past Garvanyan. Laid off. Here's Shaw. Back to Vorenkamp. He centers. Blocked away again. And it's the second corner of the night for Inter Miami 2. Just one corner goal this season for Inter Miami. Alejandro Flores has a short option in on this near side. It's Shaw there at the bottom of your screen. Shaw has to play that option in, promptly intercepted by Daniel Mangarov, and Alex Shaw commits the foul. And will bring a stoppage to this contest. Povic now looking for the distribution. Chattanooga FC seeking their first win since that final week of May. And Chris Nugent, one of his biggest takeaways over this 6-match run for the boys in blue has been that the score lines have been competitive. They are creating a lot of chances. The finishing has left a bit to be desired for this Chattanooga FC coaching staff. And he said that's been a change from the early juncture of the season as Turner runs out of room on this near side and thrown back in by Vorenkamp. They were able to jumpstart their offense by getting on top of teams early, like they did against Inter Miami on the road to start the season, scoring less than 4 minutes in. Intercepted by James, trying to steer clear of Montenegro. Cleared out by Abadi Areda, and Chattanooga will have the throw. But Nugent did say that while they have dropped off there in terms of their finishing ability, they are also allowing too many box injuries. There is Chattanooga FC on the attack again. They tried to give it up to McLustad on a crafty backheel pass. Coded well defensively by Farania. Sumaya will walk it forward, waiting for things to open up. Now gives it up to Hall. Pressure coming. Intercepted by Naglustad, given up. And now Chattanooga FC will build from the back. This portion of the match is brought to you by Center for Sports Medicine and Orthopedics, Chattanooga's leading provider of multi-specialty orthopedic care. Jakupovic. Long pass forward, left a bit short. Vorenkamp has to head it out, and CFC will have a throw in. A quick whistle from Armand Bacon. There is an Inter-Miami man right there in the center of the park, just having to relace the boot. It's Montenegro, and he's back to his feet as Milo Garvanyan will have the throw in. Garvanyan with 1 goal this season against Inter-Miami back in that first matchup to open the 2025 season. Kohler up ahead. Mangarov looking to turn this upfield out of the reach of Garvanyan. They've tried to get him the ball on this left flank as he and Theo Vorenkamp continue to battle on the outside. The ball goes out. Jalen James will have the throw for Chattanooga FC. Thumped forward by James. Farania can't pull that ball in. Naglustad off the half volley. Looks to guide it out wide, out of the reach of Garvanyan. Armand Bacon says it was deflected by Inter-Miami too, so it will stay here in this end of things. Long toss ahead from Watson in front of Marine. And a whistle will blow it dead from Bacon. Inter-Miami 2 with the advantage in possession in this opening half so far. A narrow advantage, 51-49. They are a strong possession team. Top 5 team in possession in MLS NEXT Pro. We have a whistle, and a card will come out of the pocket of Armand Bacon, shown to Tyler Hall. Taking down Colin Thomas, and this sets Chattanooga FC up with a free kick. Right there on the left side of your screen at the end of things, after Colin Thomas had given it up to Milo Garvanyan. First booking of the evening goes to Tyler Hall, the Inter-Miami homegrown. Naglustad and Mangarov both stand over top of it. 3 free kick goals for Chattanooga FC this season. They've been dangerous on their set pieces. Naglustad curls it, punched away. What a save by Matthias Marine. At full stretch, the 17-year-old denying Marcus Naglustad on a beautiful curling attempt in. It does concede the throw in to Callum Watson and company. Looking for that long throw again. Arching in, glancing header on the doorstep. Blocked off the line by Marine. Long distribution forward, and Montenegro will run this down on the near side. That is an area of strength for Matias Marine, completing just shy of 40% of his long passes this season. Countering, though, is CFC. Thomas racing ahead with it. Excellent job by Abadi Areta to catch up and turn Thomas away. But here's Turner at a goal against Philadelphia Union in spectacular fashion in their last match. Laid off inside, out of the reach of Mangarov. Chattanooga FC completing just shy of 85% of their passes so far in this first half hour of play, but it's that last finishing pass to get them into the final third that has just not been there so far. Sumaya will set it up to Matias Marine and play back underway. Afarania. Pinter. Knocked out of play by Gavin Turner. Inter Miami 2 will progress further down the pitch with this throw in. Abadi Areta gives it up. It was just minutes ago that Abadi Areta came streaking back to provide cover defensively and deny Colin Thomas an opportunity to go racing down the pitch. That's an area that tactically this Inter Miami 2 side really mirrors the Inter Miami first team. Shaw turned up ahead. Here's Pinter. Steps inside. It's Pinter parried away. The rebound coughed up. Poked home by Inter Miami. Mateo Saha. 8 goals now in 2025. And the Herons are off and flying on the road, 1-0. Mateo Saha just doing the dirty work, all set up by Pinter. A beautiful step inside. Jakupovic gets to it for the initial save. No coverage defensively on the back end. As Chattanooga FC pleading for the offside flag. Mateo Saha's quality has been on display so much in 2025. The talisman for Inter Miami 2. That first team for Inter Miami, they've taken notice of his talent at times this season. 2 appearances earlier on this year in the U.S. Open Cup with the Inter Miami first team. And the Herons' leading goal scorer has put them in front on the road. A whistle as Colin Thomas taken down. He'll stay down. That will set Chattanooga FC up with a free kick. This portion of the match is powered by EPB. For the 11th time in 2025, Inter Miami have gone up a goal first against their opposition. They do so here on the road, mirroring the start that they had the last time they played at Finley Stadium, albeit their opening goal coming much later than it did. Took just 7 minutes last month when these teams met up here. Mangarov drives this toward the back post. Marine bobbles it, but keeps it back in play. Giovanni Ferrania there on the right side of your screen, having a word with Armand Bacon, the center referee. Meanwhile, Alex Shaw looking forward with it, trying to find Pinter. Well-timed challenge there from Turner, going for a second. Can't get past Tyler Hall. Now Shaw. Inter Miami 2 playing with a lot more confidence, a lot more pace. After that opening goal, Abadi Areda carries it along. Out wide, it's Flores. Flores cuts to the end line. His cross headed away by Dudley. Falls to Vorenkamp. This is high and out for a goal kick. Inter Miami getting very expansive and wide on that buildup. As Alejandro Flores taking up residence on that far side. Cleared high and away though on the shot attempt. That's an area where tactically you see the synergy between first and second team, Inter Miami and Inter Miami 2. Inter Miami and their first team head coach Javier Mascherano tactically over the last few weeks in MLS play starting to change a little bit. They too, like Inter Miami 2, a very heavy possession-oriented team, but they've been a bit more content these last few weeks at that first team level to allow teams to have a bit more possession, finding ways to get deeper, get wider as well, while still providing good cover to get back defensively when they do lose it. And we're seeing that on display from this Inter Miami second team so far in this first half hour plus. The defensive runs, like one from Cesar Abadi Areda minutes ago, denying Colin Thomas, come to mind as getting wide, getting expansive, but still having that wherewithal, that speed to get back and provide cover in behind. Here's Vorenkamp rolling it in behind. Pinter with it now. Pinter centers, cross claimed by Jakupovic and cleared away. First 15-20 minutes of this match, it was Chattanooga FC using those wide spaces to try to create offense, but Inter Miami 2 are starting to find options ahead. All will turn this back to Matias Marine. Inter Miami 2 so content to build out from the back. It all starts with their netminder and Matias Marine looking for that distribution over to Flores on that outside. We talk to so many coaches in soccer across all levels, be it college, MLS NEXT Pro, and they'll tell you that that really is the frame of mind the game has been shifting to over these last few years. This up ahead, looping through to Garvanyan. Vorenkamp able to recover, and it's cleared out of play for a corner to Chattanooga FC. Inter Miami 2 and Daniel Pinter getting space in behind. Jakupovic just a quick read off his line to block that cross away. Fourth corner of the evening for Chattanooga FC. Lustad whips this back post well overhead and out of play. Chattanooga looking for a whistle for a foul as Nathan Kohler goes down, and Armand Bacan waving them off. Inter Miami 2, they've shown such great patience so far in this first half. When they don't have that option going ahead, the first thing they do, find a way to cycle it back over to Matias Marine. Under some pressure here, Abadi Areda, now with space to move. Up ahead to Flores. Coaches across all levels of soccer will tell you that really that modern game mindset of this sport, they view the netminder as the first attacker because of the way he can use his feet, help generate offense up ahead. In behind, it's Shaw, unable to take the touch on the move. And Nathan Kohler looking for a release. Watson, former Halifax Wanderers man. Now Garvanyan on this near side. Back to Kohler. Kohler, one of the few midseason acquisitions for this Chattanooga FC team, as he goes ahead to Garvanian with it and gets it back. Lofted up ahead, in behind, it's Gavin Turner. Turner, top of the area, Garvanian trying to muscle his way through and cannot. Ferrania lifted up ahead. Pinter unable to track that down, and it's out for a throw in. Watson works it out wide. There's Jalen James. Give it back up to James via Neglustad. Cleared away from the vicinity of Daniel Mangarov. Still loose. Garvanian out of his reach, and Vorenkamp will steer it back down the pitch as Nathan Kohler will claim it. We have seen Chattanooga so far in this first half be a bit faster with their decision making than they have in the last few weeks in terms of their passing, trying to go side to side as much as possible. Going back to that idea that Chris Nugent had talked about earlier this week, wanting to see his team use more of those switching balls, those square passes, as Armand Bacon will sound the whistle for a stoppage. The credit goes to Inter Miami defensively, though. They haven't bit often. A lot of times you'll see teams defensively get pulled out of their shape when teams go sideline to sideline. There haven't been too many opportunities for Chattanooga. The body Areta boots this one forward. Jakopovic gives it up to Farid Sarsar. Sarsar, a player that Chris Nugent talked about earlier this week. Said his competitive fire and drive is one of the biggest things he's brought to the table over the course of his time with Chattanooga FC. Former Inter Miami two-man is Farid Sarsar, spent the 2023 season with the Herons. Here is Jalen James. Impeded on the outside by Abadi Areta. Another whistle sounds from Armand Bacon. A free kick late in this first half for Chattanooga FC. Four corners and now 3 free kicks so far in the first 45 for the boys in blue, as Mangarov will have it. Mangarov drives it inside, skipping through, still in front, it's James, his shot blocked. Pressure kept on, helped along to Thomas, play back in front, and now intercepted by Montenegro, trying to spring Inter Miami free. Playing this one through, wanting Pinter. Good recovery by Gavin Turner to get back. That's part of that quality of Gavin Turner. One of the most highly rated players in the DC United organization is Gavin Turner, coming over on the loan just a few weeks back. Chris Nugent said that he's such a high-level player. Here he is now with it. Have to touch there on this near side. Nugent saying that Gavin Turner bringing so much strength through an already strong squad, in his opinion. Said you saw his offensive quality in training within the first 3 days. Now helped back along in behind. Turner wanting to play it in front. Took a deflection away. Headed back forward by Kohler. Garvanian able to tightrope the near touchline. Lots of space out wide for Jalen James. Defensively for Inter Miami, starting to see them shift a bit deeper and pack things in defensively. Here's James. Took a deflection away off the boots of Cesar Badiareda. Skipping out another corner for Chattanooga FC. 5 now tonight. Mangarov in swinging ball, no one there. Nathan Kohler continuing to jaw with the official Armand Bacon, who simply looks at him and shrugs. Bacon now having a word with Matias Marine, pointing to his watch, as if to say, play this back in quicker. Now Badiareda drives this forward out of the reach of Theo Vorenkamp, and Jakupovic will claim that. Garvanyan, his pass blocked away by Tyler Hall. Inter Miami have done a good job in this first half of clogging passing lanes of Chattanooga FC. You saw the frustration on display there of Garvanyan after that ball went sailing out for the throw. Yes, 11 shots for Chattanooga FC, but just 3 of those have gone on target. Now here's Naglustad, looking on that inside channel to James. Intercepted again, that time by Sumaya. Looked up that far touchline. Flores hounded from behind by Sarsar. Clearance blocked away by Jalen James. Here's Thomas. Inside. Mangarov sidesteps one, back on it. Mangarov! All level at 1 in Chattanooga, thanks to Daniel Mangarov, his 5th, 1-1. No Tate Robertson in the lineup. That meant players like a Daniel Mangarov would have to step up. And this, just an impressive individual effort. His initial pass blocked, falls right back to him. A tidy finish for the former Virginia Cavalier. Daniel Mangarov, been so productive on the attack for Chattanooga FC, whether it's creating chances or finishing them like that. He said earlier this season that one of the reasons he's had so much success has been the togetherness of this Chattanooga FC unit. Going down a goal at home, sticking to it, and now finding the equalizer. Officially just 1 minute of added time at the end of this first half, as that nodded back along to Jakupovic. Jakupovic slowing things up, waiting for that halftime whistle. And there it is from Armand Bacon. We've reached halftime in Chattanooga FC. Our score at the break, 1-1. MLS All-Star Week is here, and so is Goalie Wars. Let's see the work that went into making the championship belt and revisit last year's competition.
In my head, just score this and you win the belt. So I took a deep breath, focused on my accuracy, and yes, Isaac Walker, the new champion. How about this? How about this? How about this? Come on now.
So I got into championship belts when I was a kid. I was a big wrestling fan in the 80s, and I used to love watching the championship belts on TV. And I used to draw them on paper. My name is Andrew Lazarchik, and I am the owner of Wildcat Championship Belts. In 2005, I officially started Wildcat Championship Belts, where we started making authentic title belts. I would make wrestling title belts for small wrestling promotions, or anybody else that really needed an award. In 2007 was when we got our first big break, when Nathan's Famous Hot Dogs called us, and they needed a title belt for their hot dog eating competition, and they needed it quickly. So we agreed to do that, got it done very quickly, and we've made that title belt every year since 2007. We started working with WWE at that time too, and we started making some of the belts for WWE in 2007. It's grown. We make belts for anybody that needs a unique award. That's how we kind of grew the business into what it is today. When I started Wildcat Championship Belts, it was a part-time gig for 15 years. I'm not an overnight success. It was a lot of work. You know, you talk about your 10,000 hours of practice. You know, I've had my 10,000 hours of practice.
Last year's Goalie Wars belt was designed by Wildcat Championship Belts and was a big hit with fans and players alike. This year's belt has been modified with new changes that catch the eye.
The idea behind the belt is it almost has arrows on it, kind of graphically interpreting kicking the ball as hard as you can into the goal. So that was kind of the first concept we came up with, and then we tweaked it to get it to where it is now. This year we used the arrow branding that MLS NEXT Pro uses as the side plates, as well as the location. This year it's Columbus, Ohio.
MLS NEXT Pro and Wildcat Championship Belts have collaborated to bring another world-class belt to life with an in-depth process.
Whenever we make our title belts, everything's custom made by hand. It has to be drawn out, cut out, tooled individually by hand. Each little, you know, mark in the leather is a hand-tooled stamp. As far as the plates go, that's all custom designed from scratch. It's not mass-produced. Gold-plated, nickel-plated in the MLS NEXT Pro case. They're then painted by hand right here in our workshop. We paint them by hand. And then assemble it here, assemble the plates onto the leather, glue the backing on, and we have a finished product.
With this year's belt, there's a focus on graphical elements that make the belt unique.
We knew that we wanted to somehow graphically interpret the soccer game as part of the design, but there's a tangible element of soccer that we kind of were able to graphically interpret. So we try to do that with branding or with something as literal as soccer. Or, you know, fantasy football, you know, that kind of thing. We have to mesh that with the classic idea of what a championship belt is to look like.
It takes thousands of hours to become a champion, which is why Andrew's motto is no days off. It's a motto that recipients of his belt can relate to.
The coolest part about having these belts go to winners and champions is knowing that they earned it. Last year when Isaac Walker earned that title belt, you know, he'd throw the belt over his shoulder and he was very proud because he was a champion and he earned it. That's the coolest thing, to be able to help people that, you know, they've done the work, they've done the hard work to become a champion, but until you have that title belt strapped around your waist or over your shoulder, that's when you're really a champion. If you do the hard work, you put the time in, you put the effort in, you can become a champion, and we can help you do that.
Andrew's dedication to his craft comes through in all of his work. He's determined to share that passion with the next generation as well.
If I can, you know, share that passion with others by helping them become a champion, whether it's with a title belt or with our Little Champs program that we started, where every year we donate a portion of the proceeds, portion of the profits to Toys for Tots. And we've donated over 1,500 toy championship belts to kids since we started doing this. Now we're donating funds to our local school district to help the school district with buying things for the classroom. And those kids will eventually have a passion of their own, and hopefully whatever funding that we can help with will grow their passion to what they want to do with a career. So it's more than just making title belts and making a living. It's really following your passion.
Let's go. Here comes Jean-Antoine, goalkeeper for Chattanooga FC. It's great to have Jean out here. He's from Haiti. He's 30 years of age, and his opponent tonight, Chitaru Odonze, of Crown Legacy. Remember, Crown Legacy, victorious last season. And here we go. The first effort is missed. Mo, how costly could that be here early?
It could be everything. You get the first look, you got to find the back of the net. Set the tone.
Here's Chitaru now with his shot. Oh, saved over the bar. Little bit of urgency we're seeing now from Jean-Antoine with the throw this time, blazing over.
I'm not sure I'm going with a throw on this, Mo. I'm going ball drop kicking from my feet. You get more power, no?
I like the techers, yeah. I like a little drop kick, get a little, oh, that was it there. I thought that was it there.
I don't think we're going to get 0-0. We got just under a minute, though. These guys got to score.
There's a little bit of nerve setting in. They're just trying to get those kinks out. Here we go.
Oh, what a
great
save. Excellent save there. Good effort from Chitaru Odonze. The man from Raleigh, North Carolina, now with his strike.
Oh,
what a save again.
Back to back.
Such a tense opening match
I
here.
like what Odonze's doing right now. He's slowing it down, managing the moments right now.
Odonze, oh, what a save!
You know the momentum shift. Here we go. Oh, good save.
These two goalkeepers canceling each other out. 25 seconds to go, fellas. Oh, it's a great throw off the upright. Would you believe it? So close. 16 seconds.
It might just take one.
Starting to set in, though. You can see both of these guys.
It might just take one is right, blazing wide. And now an opportunity for Jean-Antoine to win it. He's got 6 seconds. He's got to hurry up. 3 seconds. He's got to take it to win it! Off the woodwork. A sensational start. 0-0 the score. And Jean-Antoine and Chitaru Odonze go again.
What just happened?
Chitaru Odonze didn't start with the ball the first time. He gets to go now. He gets the advantage. Jean-Antoine had the advantage to start Goalie Wars, but now we're in overtime. They get one go each if still level. Then we head to sudden death. Next penalty score, the winner. Here we go. Odonze! It's a beauty! It's a beauty for Crown Legacy. If he missed, it's over, and that is it. Congratulations. Chitaru Odonze is headed to the Goalie Wars final. Excellent effort, Mo, from both of these competitors.
I mean, that was amazing.
Maybe one of these competitors will be back next year doing interviews like Isaac Walker. Here for the next round, the semi-final of Goalie Wars, Michael Kalodi representing North Texas.
Oh, there we go.
And of course,
Already
we've got
off the
Stas
get-go.
Lapkus. Stas Lapkus!
Ooh, what is going on here?
Great response there from Lapkus. Oh!
Okay, whoa, whoa, whoa.
You don't
3
go
for
those.
3. These guys are
thought he
bringing
had
it, but that is a miss. Lapkus with the miss this time. 18 years of age from Belarus.
Oh, wow.
Michael.
What is going on here?
Michael Kaladi, he's out here showing out right now.
Yeah, Kalodi, top class. The 23-year-old is absolutely brilliant, but here's a response from Stas Lapkus. His dad is a 5-time Olympian, 4-time fencer and a coach there as well. Athletic ability is there for all to see. Lapkus has got to get back in this game, though, as he blazes over, Mo.
That was the moment. Kaladi's done really well. Now he can just manage this. Just manage this a little bit.
Oh,
There's no reason
just
to rush.
right.
Are you managing it? I'm going for glory here. I'm putting as many balls into the back of the net. If I am hot, I am hot.
Yeah, but
And as soon
hey,
as
there's
you
less
pull
than
off-
30 seconds on it, guys.
Exactly.
There's a 2-goal
That's not
difference
a winner's
right now.
mentality, guys. Come on.
A winner's mentality is you win. You protect your lead.
And Stas Lapkus is with Crew 2. He's on home
see?
turf here. He's the hometown boy.
Oh, he's a
it's
little bit
just
tired.
wide. Here we go. Kalodi has that 4-2 advantage, 10 seconds left, and he's winding
Yeah, see that?
down
You see
the
that?
clock.
Okay.
There's that management from the fella from North Texas, representing FC Dallas.
that these two finalists, they won in different ways. Odunze had to go into sudden death. Colody came out hot, set the tone early, and got the job done.
All right, folks, 6 seconds is what they have to get the ball away here and shoot. 3 steps with the ball in their hand. Here we go, the Goalie Wars Championship. For the Goalie Wars belt, you saw the WWE superstars, Sheamus and Sonya Deville on site. But Isaac
in.
Gave him the eyes, Mo.
Again.
Brilliant finish that. Now from the hand this time, not far away from Colody.
Tell you what, Odunze, he's got a huge frame.
No, what would it mean for Crown Legacy?
Back-to-back?
Charlotte FC to go back-to-back here tonight.
That'd be everything. You saw the way Isaac Walker walked out with that belt. My man is owning the moment.
That he is, and more. Lovely save from Chitaru Odunze. Lovely save yet again. So tense here. 40 seconds to play. The grand finale of Goalie Wars.
Great save. Kept it in play as well.
You know what my favorite thing about the Goalie Wars as well is all the players literally love it. You should see them all behind these little signs here. Everyone's so invested.
Oh, Bernardeschi may as well be kicking every ball. Blazing over here. And now this is when you see Odunze just take his time, Mo.
Yep, manage the moment. Oh, but he's got to find that second one.
He's not putting the game away here, and he's leaving an opportunity. But that's a brilliant save, and the question now is, will that be it for
Last
Michael
opportunity.
Colody?
Oh, quick, get a ball.
Get a ball for what?
He's taking his time here.
Chitaru Odunze has been crowned.
That's it. He's done it. Congratulations, Chitaru Odunze, Goalie Wars champion here in 2024.
Hey, they said I shouldn't touch it.
Goals 15 minutes apart in the first half. Have us 1-1 level at the break. Let's show you how we got to this point with our halftime highlights. It was Inter Miami going out in front first. Mateo Saha cleaning things up on the doorstep off a rebound for Saha's 8th of the season. Then Daniel Mangarov just before the halftime whistle, knifing his way inside, tucking it home, getting it past Matthias Marine for Mangarov's 5th of the season. That made it 1-1, and that is how we ended at the halftime whistle. Our first half stats, 12 shots for Chattanooga FC, 4 of which finding their way on target. Inter Miami 2, despite having the advantage in possession, just 4 total shots. Chattanooga FC have found a way to generate a decent amount of set pieces through 45 minutes of play. 5 corners, also 4 free kicks in that first half. A busy next few days around MLS NEXT Pro, especially on Sunday. It all starts at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Chicago Fire 2, Toronto FC, and New England Revolution 2, Orlando City B. It'll all end on Sunday evening at 10 p.m. with Colorado Rapids 2, Tacoma Defiance. The pair of Asase de Rosario and Yusuke Nome there for Tacoma Defiance, a real heavy-hitting offensive duo. Then Tuesday, the Town FC, Minnesota United, who are coming off a 1-1 draw last night against Portland Timbers 2. All set to go inside Finley Stadium. A goal apiece for Inter Miami 2 and Chattanooga FC. One change for Inter Miami at the halftime break. Bailey Sparks, the 52nd overall pick in this year's Super Draft out of SMU, will come on. Off goes Alejandro Flores. Bit of an offensive-minded change for Christian Ledesma and Inter Miami too. Sparks, 3 goal contributions in 2025. Chattanooga started the first half off fast as Armand Bacon sounds the whistle, and we're back underway. They generated, Chattanooga FC did, some good opportunities in those first 10 minutes. Couldn't score on them. Ultimately getting beat on the counter by Inter Miami. But here is Chattanooga FC quickly countering off the whistle. Kohler lifts one up ahead. Vorenkamp can't clear it away. On it is Chattanooga in front, stopped by Marine. Still with work to do, Inter Miami, as they try to clear it away, and we have a whistle for a stoppage. Another great save from Mateus Marine. His 4th stop of the evening on Chattanooga FC's 5th shot on target. Naglestad and Daniel Mangarov stand over it. Swung in toward goal, nodded away. Second ball served out wide by Watson. Took a deflection off the foot of Vorenkamp. Inter Miami struggling with the clearance, and Turner will run all the way down to track that ball down. Akapovic left that distribution just a bit short. Vorenkamp able to head it away, but Callum Watson still with it. A 3-time All-Big East selection at Creighton collegiately was Callum Watson. He gets it back now. Turner. Here's Mangarov. Waiting for Gavin Turner. Instead cuts it back outside. James back up the near side to Mangarov. Space for Gavin Turner. Knifing through, Turner over to Dudley. Has his pocket picked. Now comes Theo Vorenkamp and Inter Miami 2. A sliding clearance away from Nathan Kohler. Able to help out defensively. Out for a throw into Tyler Hall. As that first half carried along, Inter Miami 2, when they did get wide in their buildouts, they were able to find some space on the flanks in the late stages of the first half. Bailey Sparks taken down, and that will be a whistle from Armand Bacon. Samaya, long pass ahead, a bit too long. Cesar Badi-Areda couldn't corral it in. Short header along from Montenegro. Now Badi-Areda. But a knife pass to defenders. Here's Ferrania. Giovanni Ferrania. Worked up ahead again. Sarsar flanking Bailey Sparks that time, and he'll head that out of play. Sparks will have the throw. Former Sporting Kansas City Academy man. Did make a handful of appearances in his career for Sporting Kansas City 2, 8 to be exact, from 2020 to 2021. Ferrania gives it to Montenegro. No options ahead for Ricardo Montenegro. This is that patience that we saw on display from Inter Miami in their builds in that first half. Turned over by Hall. Whipped back down by Chattanooga. No one there on the outside, as Marine will claim that. Here's Hall. Hall averaging just shy of 60 passes completed per match. One of the more accurate passers on this Inter Miami team. He gives it back up to Sumaya. Inter Miami going forward with it, trying to find Shaw on the give back up. Naglestad taken down, and that will draw a whistle from Armand Bacon. Kohler lifts this ahead, streaking down the outside. It's Chattanooga looking to square in front. It's Mangarov, 2-1. A goal to end the first half and one to start the second for Daniel Mangarov, surging in front, Chattanooga FC. So good at the long passing all season. The boys in blue have been 8th most in the long passes completed per match. That time, that direct style paying off. A beautiful ball laid off to Daniel Mangarov, who does the rest in front. Mangarov has made the most of his opportunities in 2025 with this Chattanooga FC side. He said earlier this season that his college days, whether it's Virginia, UNC Greensboro, they helped set the table for him to have success as a pro, but he has taken the ball and run with it under Chris Nugent and company. Stepping up when needed. Hall tripped up. That will draw a whistle from Bacon and a stoppage. The very much so pro-Chattanooga crowd here at Finley Stadium disagreeing with the whistle, but play back underway. On the move is Shaw and Vorenkamp. Chattanooga FC up to 6 shots on target now. And it reflects so on the scoreline. They had 10 total across 2 previous matchups against Inter Miami coming into this. As Kohler able to cut that cross out. Flicked away toward Naglestad. Out across the far touchline it goes. Vorenkamp and Inter Miami 2 winning a throw-in. Consecutive throws now coming from Inter Miami 2. Vorenkamp, the quick throw in to Shaw. Back on it is Vorenkamp. Whips this ball into the area. James has to hack it away for a short clearance. Vibrant Meals provides fresh, good-for-you meals that are healthy, affordable, and accessible. Order meals directly to your door at myvibrantmeals.com or visit their retail locations. Abadi Areda with the throw back into Ferrania, former Argentina U17 call-up. Ferrania still on it. We'll switch this out wide. Space for Alex Shaw. Up the far touchline, it's four in camp. Shaw, Sparks, inside, Pinter. Shifting is Pinter. Takes a deflection off the defender. Abadi Areda will pick it up. Carried forward by Sumaya. Here's Abadi Areda. Shifting to the inside. Pinter tripped up. Another whistle. And a free kick awarded to Inter Miami 2. The Herons with 2 free kick goals for this season. From this angle, albeit from some distance. Very straightaway angle here for Inter Miami 2. Daniel Pinter stands over it. 7 goal contributions this season for Pinter. Pinter drives it through the wall, leaking through. All level at 2. Daniel Pinter finding goal for the 6th time in 2025. An immediate response for Inter Miami on the road. This one finding its way through the wall. Took a hop off the turf in front of Jakupovic, who just couldn't get to it in time. That's one that Eldin Jakupovic will want to have back, as Inter Miami will make changes. Nicolas Almeida coming on for the first time. Santiago Ledesma joining him, and Alejo Ristano. All 3 being brought on in the second half for Inter Miami 2. Things back underway, and now quickly on the other end, Ristano, who just checked on, committing the foul. And this sets Chattanooga FC up with a free kick. Inter Miami continuing to plead with Armand Bican. Now ultimately, a wall will form in front. Mangarov over top of it, Gorvanyan with him. Naglestad as well. Armand Bican resetting where that ball was placed at. And now some more confusion here before this set piece. Armand Bican continuing to back that ball up, and now Inter Miami 2 protesting. Initially, Marcus Naglestad looked set to take that free kick relatively quickly, but now the stoppage is carried on for a few moments. Now all things set to go. Driven toward goal, blocked by the wall. Second ball fired high over the bar. Kohler will head this one back forward. Now Ferrania displeased with the whistle from Armand Bacon, reaching into his pocket, and a card will come out. Giovanni Ferrania shown yellow, just the second booking of the evening. Well, look at it again. Right there in the middle of your screen, it's Marcus Margolestad taken down. Not drawing a whistle initially, and then Ferrania continuing to go back and forth with Bacon, and Armand Bacon had seen enough. Mangarov. It'll be Garvanyan instead. Mangarov lifts it out wide, out of the reach of Nathan Kohler, and a goal kick awarded. Inter Miami 2 showing great resiliency here on the road, an area that has been a bit difficult for them in 2025. Just 2-5-1 overall. Montenegro lays it off, cleared forward, but going down a goal, promptly responding here in this second half. Trying to take that free kick quickly was Ristano, and Bacon will reset things. Alejo Ristano, the Argentinian. A second half change for this Inter Miami 2 coaching staff. Ferrania turns this up ahead, out of the reach of Abadi Areda. And it'll roll across the touchline for a throw in to Jalen James and Chattanooga FC. Sparks will play this back. Able to find Sumaya. This portion of the match is brought to you by Center for Sports Medicine and Orthopedics, Chattanooga's leading provider of multi-specialty orthopedic care. What was a relatively clean first half, that has dissipated in this second half. Seeing a lot more whistles, a lot more stoppages. Up to 16 combined fouls now between these teams, and it sets Inter Miami 2 up with another free kick. Pinter is over it. He's scored off one free kick so far tonight. Pinter lifts it inside. Ferrania in front, fiddles it wide. Chris Nugent has challenged Chattanooga FC over these last few weeks to make sure they're having good coverage in behind, preventing plays developing in front of goal. And that time, fortunate that Giovanni Ferrania couldn't put that on target. We do have a stoppage due to Nathan Kohler staying down. Training staff will come on to check on Nathan Kohler. Kohler grabbing at the back of his head, and that is what the training staff looking at. Kohler, an acquisition earlier this season for this Chattanooga FC side. He's such a fascinating guy to get a chance to talk to. He said that Chattanooga just felt like the right opportunity for him. He got in touch with Chris Nugent. They brought him in on a trial. He just fell in love with the place, and that really is something that a lot of players you talk to at Chattanooga FC reiterate how special the home environment is. He called it a seamless transition to the club he joined from in the UK. Said it's an identical atmosphere that Chattanooga has been able to create with their supporters group just off screen there on the right side of the frame. Kohler is back to his feet. He'll walk off under his own power over to the far side. And Eldin Jakupovic will put this ball back into play. Things back going after the injury stoppage as Kohler will trot back out onto the pitch. And Chattanooga back at full strength. There's a body Areta with it. Montenegro shifting out wide. Trying to get it forward to Ristano, turned over. Now here's Mangarov. Tried to lay it off, looking for Garvanyan, who was just caught a bit flat-footed on that run up the far side. Alejo Ristano will have the throw. Nicolas Almeida, a second half change for Inter Miami 2, gives it up to Samaya. Now Samaya back to him from Ferrania. Almeida there to clean up the mess and steer this over to Matias Marine. Almeida, one of the litany of Inter Miami Academy alums on this Inter Miami 2 roster, won that MLS Next U15 Cup a few seasons ago with the Inter Miami Academy. As this headed forward, skipped along, out of the reach of Turner. Now Ristano for Inter Miami 2. Garvanyan works it up ahead. Thomas can't catch up to it, but Almeida steers it out of play. It's a throw in for Colin Thomas and Chattanooga FC. Callum Watson will back up, looking for that long throw again. Angling inside, short header away, on to Montenegro. Sparks tried to lift it up ahead. Mangarov stepping in front of it. That will draw a whistle from Bacon for a handball and play back underway. Body Areta again. Cuts back to the inside to Ledesma. Good ball ahead, finding Montenegro. Worked out wide, but left short by Mateo Saha. And now another whistle. That's Mangarov taken down. Daniel Mangarov has been a force to be reckoned with this evening, former Atlanta United Youth Academy man. Now Bacon will usher over Ledesma and Mangarov to both have a chat before Chattanooga takes this free kick. And that conversation between center referee and Santiago Ledesma continuing. Miami, as play back underway, have been a bit aggressive this evening with the 11 fouls committed, and that's a trend that has continued all throughout 2025. 230 fouls as a team entering this match, one of the highest totals in the league. This portion of the match is powered by EPB. Another whistle. This time a free kick to Ristano and Inter Miami 2. With all the stoppages in this second half, it has been a bit more disjointed than what we saw in the first half. Neither offense has truly been able to get a lot of rhythm and consistency going in this second 45 minutes. Sparks. No options going ahead again for Inter Miami. All evening long, Chattanooga FC have done a good job of keeping their shape defensively, but now this booted ahead, in behind, Pinter! What a save by Jakupovic! That pressure collapsing on him, and James, but the emergency clearance away. Worked back on, though, Abadi Areda. Joining the attack is Ristano. Out wide, Pinter lifts it, near post, headed over the bar by Sparks. A flurry of opportunities for Inter Miami in this second half, and now Chattanooga FC will elect to make a change. Colin Thomas will come out. A hard shift turned in for Colin Thomas, and Keegan Anselin, the rookie out of West Florida, will trot on. Worked ahead by Jakupovic. Anselin able to get it back over to Mangarov. There is another whistle. Turner inside. Elects to give it up. Now here's Nathan Kohler again. They find Mangarov. Some space here for Daniel Mangarov. Ahead, James tries to whip that cross in. Didn't catch the ball in the right part of the foot and instead steers it out as Matthias Marine will have another goal kick. Pressure coming. Takes a deflection back toward Marine, who sprawls on top of it. Early on in this match, Chattanooga did come out in that ultra-aggressive posture on that press. Still throwing some numbers forward, but really respecting the long passing ability of Inter Miami as this match has carried on. The Herons 60 passes, long passes, that is, completed from open play. Chattanooga trying to make sure they provide that good coverage in behind to prevent Inter Miami from doing what they do best, getting wide and getting balls played in behind. Like this, lifted up ahead. Out of the reach, though, as that's claimed by Jakupovic. During our halftime break, a great feature running about all that goes into the Goalie Wars event at the MLS All-Star Game. Jakupovic, one of 4 MLS Next Pro netminders who will partake in that in the coming week. Chris Nugent had said a few weeks ago that that's such a fun event to be a part of as Inter Miami comes up with the interception. Nugent went to the All-Star Game last season, got to see the Goalie Wars event up close and personal. He also said it's big for the club as well, Chattanooga FC. Anytime you're getting recognized by the league, it's important. Anytime you're able to get external feedback from other coaches, it's very important. Turner driving forward. Defender went to ground and won it back. It was Montenegro. Gavin Turner staying down. There's Montenegro back with it for Inter Miami. Whipped out wide. Abadi Areda able to straddle the stripe. Abadi Areda wants the cross, peels it back inside, deflected in front, still loose, Pinter! It goes wide, but it'll stay here. Inter Miami wins a corner. A frantic moment for Chattanooga defensively. This is just a great run by Abadi Areda and an even better ball inside. Right there, taking a deflection off of Nathan Kohler. The Herons pleading for a handball in the box. You see the reaction there from Daniel Pinter after it's all said and done. Third corner of the night coming for Inter Miami. Sparks drives it inside. Headed out, consecutive corners now. It's been a slow, patient approach all evening as Inter Miami trying to pick their spots. But this offense has come roaring to life over these last 60 seconds. Pinning Chattanooga back deep defensively. Sparks will have another corner. Sparks swings it inside, top of the area. It's Pinter. Shot is blocked. The rebound scooped up though. Laid off in front, deflected wide. Third corner in the last 90 seconds for Inter Miami. Sparks drives this near post, header away, and there's a whistle. Flag did come up. Jakupovic will clear this away to get play back going. First, though, continuing to chat with Armand Bacon. Meanwhile, Chattanooga FC will make two changes as Minjae Kwok will come on and Xavier Rempel, signed on July 8th, the former Temple Owl. He also will come on. Kohler heads it back along. Now whipped back down by Inter Miami 2. It falls to Pinter. Inside, Montenegro weaving through the defense of Chattanooga FC. Abadi Areda. Back on it is Pinter. Via Ledesma lifted in behind, just out of the reach of Montenegro. And Jakupovic again scoops that up and will toss it out. Kohler sends this one ahead. Nodded back along, though, by Abadi Areda. Here's Farid Sarsar. Lifted in behind. Collision as Anselin goes down. After that collision, Keegan Anselin a bit slow to get back to his feet. You see there on the right side of your screen, still trying to work that lower leg out. Meanwhile, Kohler will clear this out of play to take the pressure off for a moment. Ristano will charge forward for the throw in. The last 10 minutes have really been controlled possession-wise by Inter Miami 2. Continuing to spend time in this end of things against Chattanooga FC. There's Pinter, who scored off the set piece to pull Inter Miami back level. He gets it back from Ledesma. Lots of space for Daniel Pinter. Rolled back inside, but out of the reach of his teammates. And Jakupovic will have another goal kick as we've reached the 80th minute. Against Inter Miami this season, Chattanooga, they have been strong in the second half. 3 of their 5 goals entering this evening's match have been scored in the second half. Looking for another here, looped up ahead, it's Rimple. Blocked out of play by Inter Miami 2 and Nicolas Almeida. Rimple will have a throw. Alexa defer to Callum Watson. And you know what's coming here. They've used this all evening long. Backing up is Watson, this long throw. Watson chucks it inside, headed away by Sparks. Trying to hack this clear was Ristano, and instead it goes off a Chattanooga FC defender. And Ristano and Inter Miami 2 will have a throw in. Ristano able to switch this over to Ferrania. Pressured though by Anselin. It'll stay here with Inter Miami. Another throw coming. Body Areda. Sparks tried to give it back to him. Was too close to that near touch line, and a change of possession will occur via the throw in. Watson will back up. He'll move that ad board out of the way. Trying to get deep for another throw. Watson, long toss ahead, skipping in front, cleared away by Pinter. A dangerous glancing header toward goal. And now racing in is Armand Bicon. And will be another throw in for Chattanooga FC. This time Watson, the short throw in. Garvanyan lifts it inside, claimed by Marine. Matthias Marine able to drive that forward, trying to find Daniel Pinter, who has been very active in this second half, especially through the central channels of the pitch. Because of how expansive Inter Miami got in that first half on their build-outs, Chattanooga trying to match that, and it has allowed there to be some opportunities in the central portion of the pitch this evening in the second half for Inter Miami. But here is Xavier Rimple and Chattanooga FC. Mangarab couldn't get it out wide, was looking for Minjae Kwok. Turner now with it. Watson will let this roll over to Garvanyan. Watson drives it inside, headed away. Still with it is Chattanooga for the moment. Abadi Areda able to clear it out. A big swing of momentum and possession for Chattanooga over these last 5 to 8 minutes. Such a surge for Inter Miami in the later portions of this second half. They spent a lot of time cycling things around in that Chattanooga end, but Chattanooga have responded now. Two more changes coming for Chris Nugent's side. One of those being the former North Texas SC man, Nick Mendonça. Amziad Sid Mohan will also come on for Chattanooga FC late in this contest. Here's Kwok with the throw, and play back underway. NJ Kwok with it again, on his left, drives this toward goal, sailing wide. It was a good enough chance from NJ Kwok that Mateus Marine went diving to that far post, thinking it was hooking back in. Marine trying to wave players forward, looking for a long distribution perhaps. Mateus Marine boots it ahead, headed back down by Chattanooga FC, but here's a body Areda with it again. Trying to shake free of Gavin Turner on that outside. Jumping on it though is Minjae Kwok. Giving up, it's Sid Mohan. Flag will come up. Would look to be a promising build on the counter for Chattanooga. Erased by the offside flag, and Inter Miami will restart things. Pinter with it. Looking to work it ahead to Montenegro. Unable to do that as Nick Mendonça will claim it. Chris Nugent, Chattanooga FC manager, wanted to see better defending in and around the box this evening from his CFC side, and he's gotten it. Inter Miami with just 13 touches inside Chattanooga's penalty area. There haven't been many options this evening for Inter Miami too. The few that they have had rather, they've been able to capitalize on it. And now Alejo Ristano will have a throw. The aforementioned Chris Nugent there on the right side of your screen. Not happy that Inter Miami with the throw. But here's Sumaya. Worked up out wide, Abadi Areda. Ledesma searching for options. Joining in is Almeida. Now here's Ristano, shuffling. Ristano rolling it ahead, out of the reach of everyone for Inter Miami. Jakupovic quickly boots it back along. Countering is Inter Miami, off the turnover. Pinter sidestepping a challenge, shot from distance from Sparks, stopped by Jakupovic. And now Gavin Turner goes down, and this will be a card out of the pocket. Santiago Ledesma shown yellow. Meanwhile, Nick Mendonça quickly trying to race in there and defend his teammate. At least one yellow doled out by Armand Bicon in that melee. Gavin Turner back to his feet. Jakupovic will put this ball back in play. With it is Anselin. Worked on ahead, it's Turner. Kohler steers it back forward, intercepted by Ristano. Officially 4 minutes of stoppage time at the end of this contest. It was Chattanooga FC going up a goal in the second half thanks to Daniel Mangarov's second of the night. Inter Miami 2 able to answer on the set piece. In the 57th minute thanks to Daniel Pinter. Farid Sarsar able to settle this back to Jakupovic. And we have been deadlocked since that set piece goal for Inter Miami 2. Forcing the issue here is Ristano on that far side. Able to head this down. There is a whistle. More cards coming out of the pocket of Armand Bicon. Officially the foul going against Inter Miami 2. But Armand Bicon gesturing the yellow in the vicinity of Nick Mendonça, and it is a yellow against Mendonça for Chattanooga. And it's been a chaotic last few minutes here inside Finley Stadium as we barrel toward the full-time whistle. Booted ahead by Jakupovic. Off the head of Turner all the way back down. Here's Kohler. Now Jakupovic swings it back forward again. Foul given against Chattanooga FC. Right as Mateus Marine set to put that back in play. Armand Bicon, another whistle. Now play will resume. Inter Miami 2 and Mateus Marine shown yellow. That goes skipping off the head of Farid Sarsar. And it sets Bailey Sparks and Inter Miami up with a late corner. 6th of the evening for the Herons. Sparks whips it inside, promptly headed away, falls to Montenegro. Pinter tries to work it inside that area. Ristano heads it along, hacked away by Kohler. Miami trying to get back and prevent a counter from Chattanooga, and they do. Ledesma whipped in behind. Sarsar flubs the clearance, and Jakupovic can't get to it in time. It's another corner for Inter Miami. Now Eldin Jakupovic shown yellow. They play the short option into Montenegro. Out of the reach of Sparks. One last effort here for Chattanooga. Sid Mohan can't run it down. Or can he? Keeps it in on that end line. Squares. Blocked away. Another corner for Chattanooga. Three corner goals so far this season for Chattanooga FC. The final gasp. in swinging ball, but before he takes it, a whistle from Armand Bacon again. A huge crowd in front of Mateus Marine. Some pushing and shoving in front of him as well. Garvanyan will retake this, and instead defers to Xavier Rimple. Now a Chattanooga FC player goes down. Gavin Turner had gone down in front of Mateus Marine, who walked over and had some choice words for Gavin Turner, and now pushing and shoving all around. The final 10 minutes of this second half have devolved into chaos in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Rimple whips it in, over the bar and out, and there's the whistle from Armand Bacon. We've reached the end of regulation, deadlocked at 2, to a penalty shootout we go.
At the end of regulation, since the teams are tied on the scoreboard, the match will extend to a shootout, with each team having 5 attempts. If the teams are tied after 5 attempts, they will go to sudden death. The shootout winner will receive an extra point in the regular season standings.
Back inside Chattanooga, Tennessee, all level, 2 apiece at the end of regulation. And to a penalty shootout we go. Inter Miami getting on the board first thanks to Mateo Saha. But Chattanooga would be undeterred, led by the efforts of Daniel Mangarov. The first of 2 goals for Mangarov, capping the first half with 1, and then starting the second half by completing the brace. Inter Miami, though, despite being down a goal off a free kick, Daniel Pinter able to knot things up at 2 in the 57th minute. We played level at 2 apiece to the end of regulation, and that is where we stand inside Finley Stadium. Has the feeling of deja vu, and that's because just a month ago these teams met and played to a 3-3 draw in regulation, a shootout that was ultimately won by Chattanooga FC 5-4 here inside Finley Stadium. Another fantastic Southeast Division affair on display all evening. Chattanooga had their chances, 6 shots on target, 18 total shots. Inter Miami did as well, 13 total shots, with 5 of them going on target. But no one able to find a winner late in that contest. $4,072 in attendance this evening at Finley Stadium, the home of the Chattanooga Moccasins and Chattanooga FC, to take in what has been a thrilling, exciting match between these teams that in just a very brief time in their series history have logged some really back and forth affairs. Chattanooga do have the all-time series lead, 3-1, and now 2 draws. It'll be Inter Miami shooting first in this penalty shootout. Daniel Sumaya will start things out, the Miami native, 17 years old. He was the 3rd penalty taker for Inter Miami 2. back on June 7th when these teams met up. Sumaya will start things out as Inter Miami looking to go out in front, and it's denied by Jakupovic. Reminiscent of the last penalty shootout between Chattanooga and Miami. The Herons missing their first penalty opportunity thanks to the heroics of Eldin Jakupovic, who will step to the penalty spot and take this for Chattanooga. How's this for a warm-up for Goalie Wars at the All-Star break? Jakupovic fiddles it wide. Jakupovic and Marine exchanging some words at the end of it. Marine guessing wrong, and Jakupovic just can't put it in that wide open empty net. Giovanni Ferrania will step up. He did convert his penalty the last time Inter Miami and Chattanooga went to a shootout. Ferrania stopped again. Jakupovic got a fingertip to it, and it banked off the post as well. Ferrania trying to go near side on Jakupovic. Lunging out wide, did catch it a bit with his outstretched hand. Now Jakupovic being cautioned by the assistant referee. Jakupovic was very excited after that second consecutive missed penalty for Miami. In steps Ethan Dudley. Dudley previously spending time with Atlanta United, Union Omaha, the USL. Here's Ethan Dudley, scores! Chattanooga in front. A well-taken penalty by Dudley against Matthias Marine, who does guess right. Dudley just going low and close enough to this near post and put it in a space where Marine couldn't get to it. Now Nicolas Almeida, the Inter Miami Academy product, trying to put the Herons back on level terms in this shootout. Almeida scores! Just like Chattanooga FC, Nicolas Almeida going to that near side. Able to get it past Eldin Jakupovic. Almeida not part of that penalty shootout back in June. Doesn't matter. Whipped in with a lot of pace by the 18-year-old. Here is Sid Mohand, who came on late in that second half. Sid Mohand goes off the crossbar and out. Already we've seen a post come into play. Now the crossbar denying Amzian Sid Mohand. Up steps Daniel Pinter, who put this match on level terms in the 57th minute with the free kick goal, trying to put Miami ahead in this shootout. Armand Bacan sounding the whistle, preventing Pinter from taking the penalty. And now here's Pinter. Pinter scores! The casual run-up from Daniel Pinter. Cool as you like. Just slipping that under the outstretched left arm of Eldin Jakupovic. Minjae Kwok now. Minjae Kwok, he scores. Even at 2. A no-nonsense penalty from Minjae Kwok, the 24-year-old. Short run-up, drives his foot into it. Now they look to Mateo Saha to enter Miami 2. He had the opening goal in this match. Just in that half-hour mark. Saha chips the keeper. Enter Miami in front in the shootout, 3-2. All the pressure rests at the feet of Farid Sarsar. Must score to keep this shootout going into the sudden death portion. Meanwhile, Matthias Marine shown a yellow. Farid Sarsar scores, and the shootout will continue. Sarsar, the slow, casual walk up and just drives it in past Matthias Marine. Marine and Sarsar there at the end of it, exchanging some unpleasantries. These teams have been jawing back and forth with each other all night. Suffice to say, no love lost between Inter Miami and Chattanooga FC. Into the sudden death portion we go. It's Bailey Sparks. Sparks drives it inside and scores. Now Sparks, a spirited chat with Jakupovic. Well taken by Bailey Sparks, fired up at the end of it. Here comes Milo Garvanyan. Garvanyan scores, low and short side. Matthias Marine guessing wrong, and Milo Garvanyan doing the rest. The former CF Montreal draft pick, Milo Garvanyan, keeping the penalty shootout going. And now Alejo Ristano will step up to the spot. Ristano to start the 7th round. Ristano misses high. The 3rd penalty miss of the night for Inter Miami 2. Alejo Ristano couldn't believe it at the end. As soon as it left his foot, he knew it. Now Xavier Rimple, a 22-year-old former Temple Owl. A chance to be a hero early on in his Chattanooga FC career and send Chattanooga home with the extra point in this shootout. Rimple scores! Chattanooga FC take the extra point. Almost 4,100 will go home happy as Chattanooga FC in the penalty shootout earn an extra point against Inter Miami. Bolstered by the efforts of Xavier Rimple, who wins it in the sudden death portion. He earns man of the match honors, and Chattanooga FC pick up another shootout victory, their third of 2025. For our entire MLS Next Pro broadcast crew, I'm Jake Griffith. Once again, our final score, 2-2 in regulation. Chattanooga wins the penalty shootout. Don't forget, you can watch MLS Next Pro all season long at MLS Season Pass on Apple TV and MLSNextPro.com. Good night from Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Of Major League Soccer may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Major League Soccer.